Hey everyone, I'm coming to you with a $50 haul from Kroger. The hauls are getting smaller and smaller, but I'm also getting more disciplined in my purchases. I was putting a lot of things back, a lot of decisions were made. I was looking at things going, okay, how can I make a version of this, myself? And I think overall I'm going to be healthier because I literally passed on a lot of junk food that we would typically just put in the cart, with the exception of the sour cream and onion. These are not mine, they're my daughter's. She doesn't ask for much. She overall eats healthy, but one of her little guilty pleasures is these Lay's sour cream and onions. I was able to get the party size at $4.99. I think that's absolutely insane. It's a bag full of mostly air, but that's what she likes, so I got it because I love her. I'm crazy about her. So, anyhow, today is voting day, and I hope that if you are disappointed with the inflation and the way that the world is going, that you got out and made your voice heard. And I would also be curious to know if anybody had any issues at the polls like I did. I'd say me and 50% of the people that were at our booths had our paper jam in the printer, and they had to destroy our original ballots, print out new ones. I can only hope that the ballots were right, but that's a little unsettling combined with other stories I've heard of issues that people had at the polls. But anyway, it's in God's hands. He removes kings and raises up new ones, and whatever is meant to be is going to be, and we just have to put our faith in him. I think he's exposing a lot of evil, but that's another story for another day. I'm going to talk about this haul now. So, like I said, I spent about $50, and I got some produce here because I showed a book the other day when I did my video on prepping books about don't throw it, grow it. And you take your kitchen scraps and you can basically just replant them, or like with the green onions here, you can just trim them off, put the bulb in a glass of water, set it by a window, and it will just continually grow. I think we used one of these bulbs for about 4 months and just cut it off as we needed it. I also got some carrots that are in a bag down here, and some, what do you call this? Drawing a blank. Cabbage. Okay, and so I got this for a couple different reasons. Number one, I'm going to try to replant some of these, putting the stubs in some soil. And number two, I'm going to make a cabbage soup. Cabbage soup is very delicious. It's healthy, it's low cost, and it's good for weight loss. So I will be making a cabbage stew recipe. Let me set this aside. I don't have a whole lot of room here. So cabbage. Oh, and also if you're going to plant your own vegetables out of the stems and the roots, try your hardest, if you can, if you're able, to get organic. A girl did a real good video. I don't remember all the details. I'm not as savvy as her trying to describe things, but apparently when you use the non-organic and you try to plant that, and all the pesticides that were already on it, it somehow just grows in your new crops with all the pesticides. And I don't know, she explained it better than I can if you want to look into that. So all this here is organic. Let's see, this was $1.79. The green onions, I think that was 99 cents. Carrots, oh gosh, I don't remember. I've got a receipt here. Sorry, I don't remember what I paid for that. But I was going through that store literally talking to myself going, nope, not going to do it. Ain't happening, not going to happen, Captain. And people were just looking at me and laughing because they were basically doing the same thing. You can tell people are getting more selective about their purchases. Let's see here. Got this butter for $5.99 a tub. This is 30 ounces. The apple cider, the apple butter that we got, or my husband got me from the Amish store, is already almost gone. We've only had it like 2 days. So I'm taking the last apple butter out of my pantry and I want to replace it. So this was not on sale, but it was $3.99. It was the last one on the shelf at the store, so I grabbed it. Bread, I don't know what that was, maybe $1.20 or something. Got some avocados. I believe they were 3 for $5. Not a really good deal, but we're on an avocado kick lately, so I got more of those. This was painful. $4.99 for this cream cheese. It's insane. It's highway robbery. But I'm going to try to figure out how to start making cream cheese myself. I'm going to take like the cream cheese plain and add different vegetables or seasonings to get whatever flavor that I want, because that's just crazy. If you've seen our previous video on our homemade Arby's roast beef sandwiches, or the beef and cheddar, we're already halfway through our things because we've added this to our weekly rotation. So yeah, we needed a refill on these. They're $3.99 a bottle. Not a great deal, but you got to do what you got to do. And then the other day, I'm sure y'all are bored and don't want to hear me explaining a story every time I show you something. But so when my husband went to Virginia to see his parents and got me that Amish haul that I posted the other day, he was supposed to go to the Little Debbie factory, but they were closed on the day he tried to go. But I had my heart set on it. I was so excited to have him bring me some things that were fresh from the factory, but they were closed. So when I was at the store, I was still thinking about them. So I got the brownies and the gingerbread men. I think these were, $2.50 each. I got some dehydrated edamame, and what was this? This was $2.19. I can't read my own writing. I already told you about the chips, $4.99. Epsom salt. You got to make sure that you're taking care of yourself, okay? So this I would kind of put under the self-care category, or even first aid. I prefer the eucalyptus and the lavender one, but this was on sale, $5.49. It was the unscented one, but I've got some aromatherapy oils. I might just make some little batches, but I thought that was a pretty decent deal. When you're under stress, when you're in pain, when you've got an injury, it's good to soak in some Epsom salt. And then I got some distilled water. I believe this was $1.19. We want to keep some distilled water on hand for our humidifiers if we need them. And that about wraps it up. I'm telling you, $50 doesn't go as far as it once did. But I hope y'all are having a blessed day. Get out there and vote. And I will talk to you soon. Take care.